afternoon, I got lash extensions, went to a wedding, and it was great. That was a couple days ago. And at the wedding, we didn't have one at our wedding. You get like a gift, like, thanks for coming. And we got seeds. They're wildflower seeds. I'm gonna throw them out front because I don't get enough sunlight in any other part of my house. And if I put it in the back, Rogue will just be like, you know what would look great where this flower bed is? A crater. Big fucking hole. Deal with it. Summer. It's almost 30 degrees today. I just got groceries, so I gotta put them away before my ice cream melts. So I got ice cream for Barrett, and then I got soy ice cream for me. I don't do that a lot of dairy, so it's gonna be so good. And I have about a century of housework to catch up on because I worked all weekend, and then the only time I had to spare, I was at the wedding. So, which includes doing married people taxes, because that's a thing. Now that I'm married, I do different taxes. Not this year, but we have to like file together, I think. I don't know. I was a student. I don't know. I didn't make above the poverty line this year. What are you talking about? Whatever. Grads in a month. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my groceries away and start my chores. I'm really excited to be able to barbecue now. I did make a bunch of barbecue chicken, but I burnt a lot of it because I was trying to like cook inside and outside, and that won't happen now because it's such a waste of chicken. Just like the skin, but like, I don't know. Also bought, right? Maybe sweet big Raven. She's a year now. She's so big. Actually, I thought she'd be bigger, but Barrett's happy she's not. He's like, she's the perfect size. I'm also gonna bake today, because if you knew anything about me, I love to bake when it's hot, because I'm a piece of shit. So, I'm gonna make lemon squares. And I don't know if I'll have time to paint tonight. I might be too exhausted. It's cucumber mint 7-Up. Honestly, not as great as I thought it would be. That's okay. I have iced tea to get me through the summer. It's also bad. I bought a bunch of cosmetics. I'll show you what I got. I got this. I'm thinking of going totally cruelty-free with my cosmetics, so Pixie's a good step. This is just a Fix setting spray. It smells kind of awful, but it's so good. And then this. So Pixie's cruelty-free. Origins is like no animal ingredients, and they test their products on volunteers. So this is a cream for under eye. And then more Pixie. This is a serum to go under your makeup. And then more Origins. What are you doing? Making a mess. I know, right? Mom's painting stuff. Because I had people over and I wanted to pretend that I wasn't renovating. So I was just like, shove everything in the corner. Shove it in the corner. Yeah, I got this, but I was looking at the packaging and I don't think Crow is cruelty free, but it was one stop. I can't just like blatantly shop at Sephora all the time because I'm still a student. Anyway, good haul. I also got some samples. I was trying to pick out a cologne for Barrett because he got one. I think he was going to go with this one or Dior Home Sport because he got a cologne and he loved it and he ran out of it and it was discontinued. So, ooh. Right, girl? Of course, it's LB's outside. Yeah. Anyway, okay, also I forgot to mention that I was listening to podcasts around the house when I'm doing stuff. I still love Lore. I still love Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm still on the fence about Blackwell podcast because they came back and they have new hosts, but I just want it to be louder because I hook it up to my speaker and I have to like carry the speaker around the fucking house with me. It's too quiet. I guess if I can get past the stuttering and when people say between sentences a lot, I can relate. I'm not the greatest speaker publicly and privately. But the volume is a really big factor in determining when I can listen to that podcast. So I got hooked on another one, and it's got a lot of episodes. I kind of was late jumping onto it, so I'm not sure if they're still doing it. It's called Improvised Star Trek. It's fucking hilarious. So it's not like regular Star Trek. It's on the starship Sisyphus, so it's not the Enterprise. And all the characters, like, they hint at, like, Picard and stuff at times, but they're all made up by the improv actors, and then they do everything improv. Sometimes live, mostly not. But when they do it live, like Hello from the Magic Tavern, they do it in Chicago. Because, like, the Chicago has the co-op podcast, and here in Alberta, we don't fund the arts that much, so we don't really have stuff like that. If we do, it's really small, and it's really sad. So, I'm gonna do housework and listen to Improvised Star Trek. I don't know if I really have a favorite character. There's only one alien, and then the girl, I guess, I like the chief medical officer. She says she's like a quarter betazoid, but everyone else is human. So, I don't know. So I've sufficiently cleaned. I think I'm done for the day. It's a little after 6. Fed my dogs. I'm gonna It's really hot today, like, well, seasonally hot. I think we're just gonna have salads for dinner. I'm gonna play some Andromeda, because I'm on, it's been a while. The pirate planet? Where am I gonna go? Meet Sloan Kelly. I know what's going on, because it's either you can do the, obviously I haven't done it yet, because I don't know what it's called. It's called the Pirate Planet. And then you go to Meridian. And I still have some quests to do for the Angara, because I spent a really long time doing side quests, because that's what I did in Inquisition. It was like just working my way across the map. But in Andromeda, you should be doing it just kind of like main and a little bit aside, because I don't know if it's going to happen with the other planets, but this happened with Eos. You do the main quest, you open the vault, and then it improves the radiation a little bit. So if you go and you do more main quests and you come back, you'll know when, because people will be like, why don't we go back to Eos? And you're like, why? And then you go back and it's like, boom, it's like Earth. It's got no radiation. It's just like a lot easier to do quests because you're not getting out of your, I want to say Mako. I know it's not a Mako. Whatever. Mine's souped up. I just can't fucking remember what it's called. Your all-terrain vehicle has better shields. It's got better life support so that you can drive closer to your objectives. Get out, run, go get them, like setting up radio antennas or, picking up shit. Anyway, good morning. It's the next day. I played some Mass Effect, and it's Kadara is the pirate planet, and the Nomad is your vehicle. Been doing pretty good. I really like it a lot. I haven't started watching Twin Peaks yet. I got home from work last night. I watched Divergent, which was pretty good. The first time I watched it, I fell asleep, and that was quite a while ago, so I thought I'd give it another go. I'm going to run some errands today. I gotta go do my taxes. I'm just gonna go to Money Mart. Because I was a student this last year, and I just worked part-time. I didn't make any money. I seriously doubt I owe because I made so little. So, I'm gonna do that. Taking out empties just for a little kizash. They're also piling up in my garage like crazy. And I'm gonna go to Rona and see what I can get down. Get off of me. See what I can do about that banister that's got bite marks all over it. I think you can buy something called wood filler. I'm just going to take a picture of it and bring it in and be like, hey, this is my problem. What can I do? Because I can't take the banister apart. I'm kind of glad I can't, because I wasn't going to do it anyway, because it's not really that bad, not that noticeable. If I have to paint over it, I will. I would prefer not to. So I'm going to head out to Money Mart. I'll check back when I'm doing something. Probably at Rona. You guys Bottle Depot is always uneventful. I'm leaving the tax place now to go to Rona. I couldn't file my taxes because when you're married, you have to do married people taxes. And Bear hasn't filed yet. So I just opened a file. And I think I might have to contact Canada Revenue because, like, I changed my name. I'm pretty sure I told them I got a new ID. I did everything through the registry. And if Canada Revenue and the Alberta Registry can't communicate, that's fucking sad. So, anyway, I'm gonna have to call Canada Revenue just to make sure they know I changed my name. Because I filed under my maiden name last year and I took some stuff at the U of A and I was working part-time and blah. So, this is to be continued. This place is open till midnight though, so I didn't know that. It's a lot easier for us to go together. Because we need to do stuff together. We're going to get this baby tires on Sunday. It's Wednesday today, so I got a little bit to wait. They're bald. I'm driving around on my full-size spare in the back. It's less than ideal. Anyway, I'm gonna continue to run errands. I obviously took the empties in first because there's always a huge lineup at this money place. And there was, so I'm glad I took the empties instead of just like leaking all over my back seat. But I'm gonna go to Rona and then I'm gonna clean the car so that when I take it in, I don't know, it's not dirty, like I don't have trash or anything. It's pet dirty. So it's got dander and sand and gravel and no garbage, no food, nothing like that. I hate that. I have one friend and their car is like a trash can. It's always full of like McDonald's and like crap. It's so funny. Anyway, I'll vlog a little in Rona. It's a pretty cool hardware store here in our town. Not as interesting as the PV Mart, but the PV Mart doesn't have shit. So who's home on a nice summer day? I don't know if I should keep this open. That's how you get mice. That's how you get mice. Anyway, Rona was a bust because she said because it's a corner, it'll slough off like any kind of like molding or whatever. She's like, you're just gonna have to take this whole fucking thing apart. There's like a nail strip. Do you mind? Dog problems, am I right? Am I right? All this drywall here, fucked up here, fucked up here. Yeah! Okay, stop being annoying. Dogs, am I right? Dog problems. So, I'm not taking this apart. I'm not. So I'm gonna sand it down and paint over it and pretend like it never happened. Cause I got shit to do. Like the list of stuff to do when you're a homeowner is just like forever growing. It never gets any shorter. Anyway, I have to call Canada Revenue before I can clean my car. So I obviously can't vlog because I gotta be on hold with them to be like, guys, I got married. I'm filing taxes under a different name this year. So I'm gonna make some soup. Stuff's okay, whatever. And then chop up chicken, barbecue chicken from like a couple of days ago. I'll just cut it all up. Maybe I can use it for like a salad, because I bought a bunch of butter lettuce. I bought romaine, and I bought baby kale, because I don't need enough salad. Or fruit. Bear watched a documentary and was like, I need to be eating more vegetables. And I was like, well, I don't know what lettuce does for you, but... Okay. Yeah, so I gotta be on hold for forever. Gonna contact Canada Revenue. And then clean the car. Because my car is dirty. Because of these two. Dog problems. I think I've got my vlog name. Ready? Yeah. Hey. Canada Revenue was a lot easier to deal with than I thought. So it's all done. You just have to go back to the tax place and file together. Married people taxes. Woo! I made a salad instead because it's like 30 degrees outside, and I realized I shouldn't be just cooking soup. I don't know what 30 degrees would be in Fahrenheit. Probably around like low 80s, 80 degrees. I don't know. I still feel like baking. I got this Betty Crocker recipe for lemon squares, and it's pretty intuitive. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to make, but it's just something that's on my mind. It's probably realistically way too hot to be baking, but I'm just putting off cleaning my car because I don't want to do it. It's not that dirty though. It's dog dirty though. Dog dirty. They were like all up on me when I was cutting the chicken. Like, you love us, right? Yeah, you do. So I watched Divergent last night. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the other ones today. Maybe tonight if I'm bored. But I like the idea of like dystopia movies. I don't know. Like I said, I fell asleep the first time watching it, but I might give it. There's Allegiant and Insurgent. I'm pretty sure. The last movie came out in 2016, which was last year. Maybe I'll get those. But I'm gonna watch some Twin Peaks while I eat my delicious salad. Chicken salad. Don't touch my food. Raven's bad with food. She'll just like jump up and be like, "What up? Is this for me?" And you're like, "I'm kind of glad you're not bigger." Twin Peaks is happening. I don't know how long the episodes are, but I'm only gonna watch one and then I'm gonna clean my car. Oh, speaking of Divergent, right? Amity. I would totally be in the Amity faction, which sucks because I feel like no one in my life would be also in Amity with me. They're like the ones who value kindness above anything else, and they like do all the farming and like you see the farms when they walk to the fence and they're standing and there's fields and it looks a lot like open. It's just kind of people like harvesting crops. But there's a part where Triss is in the mess hall for the Dauntless and she's eating a hamburger. And I'm like, is that a soy burger? Because I didn't see any fucking animals. And it'd be really hard to work in like such a black and white system with Amity because agriculture is anything but black and white. I can attest to that. Slaughter is incredibly awkward. It's not something that, well, I guess the only way you could say it's not for you is if you're unskilled and you like fuck it up. So, I don't know. I didn't see any animals. They called it a hamburger. I don't know. It looked like a breaded chicken cutlet. Like it was breaded. So it was probably plant-based, but I didn't read the books because I just kind of read sword and sorcery books exclusively when I am reading. I'll just look it up. I'll look it up and get back to you on that because anyway, Twin Peaks. This is what we're looking at now. I watched the pilot of Twin Peaks and yeah. I started cleaning my car And right as I took out the shop vac to vacuum, this happened. And guess what? Rogue has storm anxiety, so she's kind of freaking out a little bit. Poor baby. So Twin Peaks was made in 1990. So I was born in 89. I'm 28 years old. It's still pretty dated, even for me. Just making sure all my windows are closed. So, great. Water on my PlayStation. Awesome. So I couldn't finish cleaning the car because it has to be in the driveway for me to vacuum it because it's organized, but it's full. Really can't fit the car and comfortably maneuver around it with a industrial shop vac. So I'm gonna watch more Twin Peaks. I've downloaded the other Allegiant and Insurgent movies. Oh, Eric's gonna feel it too. He was working nearer to our house today, so I don't know. He'll be like, "Oh, we can't go do our taxes. It's raining." And he'll just keep putting it off, but I told him, I was like, "I'm gonna go file without you, but I can't." So, take her easy, have some, this is the bear trap, this is one with all berries in it. Iced tea, and I think, maybe a snack, because it's 4:30. I got this stuff. It's the best non-dairy ice cream I've ever had, because I find, like, coconut is obviously the main ingredient that gives it the consistency of ice cream, but they all taste like coconut. All of them. Even the chocolate one tasted like coconut. But this one doesn't taste like ice cream. So I'm just gonna sit and eat that and iced tea because it's too hot to do anything else. And it's raining and I don't know. I already did chores today. I'm good. Had like a little, hopefully all of the Twin Peaks pilot was an hour and a half long. It was like a short movie. It was pretty long. So we'll see if the other ones are longer. I got season 1, which only has 7 episodes, and there's season 2, haven't really looked at it. And then there's a movie called Fire Walk with Me. Well, the guy says, the FBI agent in the show goes, "Fire, walk with me." But I was like, pretty sure when I read it on the mirror in Life is Strange, "Fire walk with me," but all of the Life is Strange references. You can tell it pulled a lot from Twin Peaks, like a lot. So maybe an homage, maybe not. I'm gonna watch more because I like it. Though it's super dated and people's clothes from the 90s annoy me, but whatever. I managed to get through 9 seasons of X-Files. So, yeah. I guess that's it for today. I don't really think I'm going to do anything else. I'm not painting today. Maybe I'll barbecue. I have pork chops thawed in my sink. It might rain like this for the rest, but it might not anyway. Rogue is very anxious, isn't she? Good baby. Do you have storm anxiety? So I'm gonna let her sit on the couch with me and we're gonna chill. Alright. Bye.